Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. This is our second episode, which is so exciting because this is our first real episode. The first one, if you haven't heard yet, is kind of just an introduction to the podcast, and this is going to be our first real episode, and I'm so excited. My idea for today's episode is kind of very much revolved around guys, my stories with different guys, because I feel like I have some weird stories of weird stuff that's happened to me with guys, and I feel like people should hear it because they're kind of entertaining. So, we are going to start off with this one story that I don't know how this even happened to me, but interesting, I guess. Nonetheless, I don't know, made for a good story. Kind of weird. You know, we're not gonna use people's names on here because I don't want to name drop anybody. So for this one, we are going to name him Pineapple. That is the most basic name ever for a dude, but Pineapple. Cool. Okay, so it all starts on spring break. Basically, I brought my friend home. Her name's Valentina. If you guys don't know, she is my friend from college, and she came home with me for spring break. And well, we had like a whole week, you know, we were kind of bored, so we're like, how about we go on Omegle, I don't know how you say it, but you get the point. And we were just like having fun in there, whatever, and just like scrolling through the people, and we landed this one guy, and his name was Pineapple, and he was like actually like my age and like kind of cute, and was like really sweet and funny or whatever. And then we ended up losing him. One of us lost internet or something, I don't know, so we lost him, so we kept going, and we ended up finding him again, which never happens on there. If you've ever been on there, you would know you never find the same person twice. And so then when I found him, he's like, oh my god, like type your Snapchat, whatever. So I gave him my Snapchat, and we started Snapchatting, and then that turned to like FaceTiming and stuff. So we were like FaceTiming for like, I don't know, 2 days or something, and like Snapchatting. He lives in Florida, by the way. I live in Michigan. And he was like really sweet, really funny and stuff, and like I just had like a fun time. He had the cutest dogs, but basically I had to tell him that I wasn't interested because he wants something more. I just want to be friends with him, and that was unfortunate. And now he has removed me from Snapchat because I think that I hurt his feelings. But for a while there, we were still going solid. We had a streak of like 126 days, I think. I don't know. But that was Pineapple. Kind of weird the fact that we found him again, and the fact that like we hit it off so well. And then when I rejected him, he didn't really take it too well, which I felt really bad for because I really liked him and he was really fun. But he was way too young for me to like actually have something with. So that was Pineapple. Definitely a weird one, but a really cool dude. So if you're listening to this, hey, what's up? He's probably not though, because like I said, I think I hurt his feelings. Okay, starting off strong with our second story. We were gonna call him Carrot. I don't know why. The first name that popped in my head. Just roll with it, okay? Okay, how do I explain Carrot? Basically, I went to dinner one night at college, by the way, so I'm eating in a cafeteria, right? And I go with Valentina, and then we have this other friend who's like kind of like a new friend for us, and he's sitting by himself, so we go and eat with him. It's all going well. It's like Valentina, him, and I, we're just chilling, eating, whatever. And this other guy shows up to the dinner table, and it's this guy's friend. And I had never met him before. I've seen him around, but I've never talked to him. And so something about me is that in the past semester, I got very outgoing, so I was like, okay, like I don't want him to feel uncomfortable because he doesn't know us, so I was like, I'm gonna introduce myself and be like friendly. And so I'm like introducing myself, like talking to him, whatever. He thinks I'm really funny, like he's like laughing all the time, but I was like very much so doing this like in a friendly way, right? Like no other intention, whatever. And so we leave dinner, and he adds me on Snapchat, and I didn't think anything of it because I was like, oh, he just wants to be friends because we had a fun dinner. Like, he seemed really cool. I was like, okay, so I add him back. Like, half an hour later, he sends me a chat. And I was like, okay, that's probably not good because I feel like, I don't know. I just, like, I got a weird feeling, you know? So I checked the chat that he sent, and he said, respectfully, don't you have a boyfriend? And I was like, okay, couple things here, bro, chacho. First off, no boyfriend. If you know me, you know that I'm single as frick. So no boyfriend. Second off, the fact that he asked that, I don't know what he meant by that. Was he assuming that I was flirting with him? I don't know. Was he just trying to see if I had a boyfriend? I don't know. I don't know what his intentions was with that text, but either way, I know that I did not care for it. And so I was like, no. I was like, I don't have a boyfriend, but I think I said something that kind of like friend zoned him a little bit. Nonetheless, the dude kept trying, and let me tell you that he was trying kind of a lot. Like, I mean, like, Snapchatting me, and I would leave him unopened, and then he would still Snapchat me. Then we had the squirrel that lived basically, like, in Valentina's dorm room. There's, like, a balcony, and we named him Frankie, and he would come to our room all the time, and, like, we'd feed him and stuff. And so I guess Carrot had also seen the squirrel, and he knew that I liked him a lot. So he would send me like pictures and videos of him like feeding the squirrel. And this dude was going like full out. Like, I mean, like going to the store and buying nuts and like taking these pictures and videos of the squirrel for me. And I was like, okay. And so then one night, it's literally 2 a.m. and I'm about to go to sleep. Like, I'm in bed and I'm spending the night at Valentina's room. And he video calls me on Snapchat. And I was like, do I even pick this up? And Valentina's like, yeah, pick it up. So I pick it up, and he's like, hey, come outside. And I was like, he's like, trust me, just trust me, come outside. And I was like, okay, this is so weird, but whatever. So I bring Valentina with me because I'm not that crazy. I'm not going to go meet some dude outside. I 2 a.m. by myself. So I brought her with me, whatever. He tells me to walk to this one building. So I walked to the building. He's like, look up at the roof. Do you see like a little light? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, that's my flashlight. I'm standing on the roof. So this dude climbed the building and had me go outside to see him on the roof. And then this part was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, this would be really cute if I actually liked the dude. But he's like, don't hang up the phone. And he's like, 1 second. And he flips the camera around and shows me my entire school at night. It looks so pretty from the roof. Like, the view was insane because I would never climb the building. I don't think, at least. Like, I don't have the guts to do that. And so it looked like a whole city. Like, the way that it was all lit up was so pretty. And I would never see it like that. So I was like low-key kind of vibing with it. I was like, that's kind of sick. But then after that, like, I think that I friend-zoned him kind of a lot. So he was like, yeah, okay, forget it. And I also don't talk to him anymore. But kind of a cool thing that he did for me. And honestly, like, probably one of the coolest things that a guy has ever done for me. And I loved it. It was really pretty. And I kind of wanted to climb the roof after. But that roof is so dangerous. Like, he fell after and got hurt. So I was like, you know, maybe not. All right, now we're going to get into one that's like a little bit of a stalker story, if you will, which I've actually had kind of like a lot of like stalker impersonator stories in my life, but this one's like only one specific one that has a dude. If you want to hear the other ones, I'm probably going to tell them in another episode, so just stick around. Okay, this one. Where do I even explain this one? Basically, just this one random night, this guy from my school asked me on Snapchat, and I was like, okay, I didn't know anything about him. Like, I had never seen him around. I had never talked to him, like, never heard his name. I added him back because I was, like, kind of intrigued, right? And he's Snapchatting, whatever, and, like, it's fine. But he's answering me in, like, seconds. Like, seconds for, like, days, right? Whatever. So, basically, one night I go for this walk around my campus, and it was, like, probably, like, 11 o'clock at night. So, it was dark out because it was wintertime. I just sent him a picture of, like, our campus at nighttime. And he sends me a picture from his bedroom window of me walking. And I was like, yeah, no, that's like a huge freaking red flag. And honestly, low-key kind of creepy. So I was like, no, thank you. And I left him unopened because I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. But that dude was so weird for that. Like, that's so creepy to take a picture of me when I'm walking at nighttime. And especially because he answered in seconds. Because like I said, he kept answering me in seconds. And so I was mad uncomfy with that one. And then after that, I told one of my friends. And she told me, she was like, yeah, he's not a good dude. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Might have been good to know that before. But great to know that now. Because at least I know it nonetheless. So that was him. He doesn't even get a name, to be honest. Because he was just so creepy that, you know, he doesn't deserve a name like the other two. Because the other two weren't creepy. Like, they were actually pretty good people. But he was something else. And now every time I see him, I'm just like, no, thank you. Like, I don't want to talk to you, bro. And I still have never talked to him in person. Like, we've never officially met. But we just Snapchat each other. And I don't know why or what was the point of that. Maybe so he could be creepy. I don't know. But I wasn't vibing with it. So I was like, peace out, bro. I've actually had, like, a lot more weird stuff happen to me regarding, like, dudes and stuff. But some of the stuff I can't share on here because I think there's going to be some people who listen to this podcast. But one day, I probably will share them. And I think your guys' jaws are going to be on the floor because I've had some really weird, cool, crazy, like, I want to say coincidental, but I don't think it's even coincidental stuff. I think it's like, I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin with all of that stuff. But that was like the tip of the iceberg right there of like the weird stuff that's happened to me regarding guys. And in general, like, I feel like I have a lot of weird interactions with people. Like, I mentioned something about me having like an impersonator, and I've had an impersonator for like 3 years now, but it's been like different people. At least I think it's different people. I don't know. But that's like a whole problem within itself, which I can get into another episode because that's like a long story. Because like I said, it's been going on for 3 years, different people, different situations. But the guys, I don't know, the guys be mad tweaking sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. And like, since I got to school, they just got weirder, crazier, more I don't know, bold, if you will, I guess, which makes for some fun stories. So sometimes I'm not complaining. Like, if it's like something innocent, like the rooftop one was kind of cute, but like the stalker one, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna pass. Like, I don't need a story about that. But if it's like a dude who does something kind of nice, something kind of cool, I vibe with it, and then I go tell people the story because like it's kind of cool. So that's how the story's made to you guys. That was like all my first year of school too, and I think that was actually like, I think that was pretty much all the same semester. Yeah, I think that was all the second semester. The first semester, I didn't really have any friends in the beginning. Yeah, I didn't really make friends until like October, I think, and so I didn't really interact with that many people. There wasn't really the opportunity for guys to be like weird and stuff all the time. It didn't really start until the second semester, and then at one point there was like, I think like 4 or 5 guys that were all doing stuff like that at the same time, and I was a little overwhelmed because I was like, where did they all come from and why are they all doing this at the same time? Yeah, but interesting stories nonetheless, and they officially made it to the podcast. I've been waiting to tell these stories, so I'm excited to have the podcast so I can tell them, because I didn't really know where else to tell them, but the podcast is perfect for things like these. That's a couple of my stories. I don't know, this is like a very random podcast episode, but like I said, this is all just me talking about freaking random stuff, and I hope that you guys get to know me better through the podcast, because I feel like on my other social media platforms, I feel like I post like, a lot of on my personal life and stuff, but at the same time I feel like you're not really getting to know me or like stuff that's happened in the past year of my life. Like if you're someone who's followed me since Musically or even the past like 3 years, I stopped posting as much as I used to, definitely, and I stopped posting so many like things that was going on in my life because I just got really busy with school and stuff. So I'm trying to get back into that and trying to like reintroduce myself to you guys, because I feel like I've definitely changed a lot since school for the better, but it's just you guys gotta learn like different facts about me stuff and things that are going on in my life now versus what used to be going on, because my life has definitely gotten more crazy, more hectic since when I first started social media. So that was today's little random podcast episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will catch you guys on the next episode. If you guys want to check out my other social medias, my Instagram and TikTok are both at Trina.Hannah, and my YouTube is Trina Hannah. I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff on there, a lot of random cool pictures, videos, different content. So if you're interested, check them out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!